And this guy is a German. He's called Adrian Zenz. He's not an expert at all, neither of China or Islam or human rights. He's teaching computer science. And he's an evangelist. He's a member of an American organization, which is called Victims of Communism Memorial Foundation, which is far-right organization in the US, with people coming from the CIA. This is a joke. I mean, this is really a joke, because this guy, you just have to look behind. Yeah. So I think this is very important, because the whole business, the whole thing today is coming from one guy, who's supported by organization in the United States and far-right organization. So this is not credible. Well, first, if we talk about 2009, the troubles in 2009, it's interesting because at that time, and I was following very closely what happened, at that time, all the Western medias were present in Xinjiang, from UK, from Europe, all of them. They said the troubles are coming from the Uyghurs. This was all the medias, Western medias. I'm not talking about Chinese. Media said this is a main terrorist attack against Han Chinese in Xinjiang. But as usual, if you look, let's say, 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, what came out in the news, then it was only about repression and control of Uyghur in China, in Xinjiang, by the Chinese authorities and so on. So it's interesting because, as usual, we're talking about double standard only. You know, one interesting thing, and you probably don't notice it in China, when you take the newspapers, when terrorist attacks happen in China, like it was in Kunming, for instance, or in Tiananmen years ago, then all the papers, when they said this is supposed to be a terrorist attack, they put the word terrorist in brackets, all of them, in France, in Germany, and in UK. It's never terrorist, it's always in brackets. So it means we don't know what it is. Even if you have the proof that they kill people with knives in the train station, like in Kunming, yet terrorism is in brackets. So it's very easy, it's double standard. We have the right to have terrorism. China doesn't have terrorism. China only bears the responsibility of people attacking other people because of the system. This is all. I mean, this is very, very, very clear and very easy. So it's about double standard. We are talking about things that are amplified, you know, with a lens, and the lens is anti-Chinese regime policy. That's all. It's not about human rights. We don't care about human rights, to be honest. I mean, in the West, do you believe the Americans, they care about human rights when they invaded Iraq and now there are about 150,000 Iraqis who were killed after the invasion? So what about human rights? What about human rights in Guantanamo? The point is not about human rights. And in Xinjiang today, it's not about human rights. It's clearly about geopolitics and ideology.